Hi there, students. STEM, a stem, to stem, or even a phrasal verb to stem from. Well, here I have a flower, and this is the stem of the flower. So that's the stem. It's the main stalk or the main trunk of a plant, particularly the stem of a flower. The florist is selling stems of roses for £1 each. So it's going to be a long stem with a rose on the top. We can also use a stem to mean the connecting part of something. So, for example, the stem of a pipe or the stem of a glass. Yeah, it's the stem. It's the connecting piece, the base piece. We also use stem in linguistics, the base part of a word, the main part. So, for example, we have the verb to see, and the words sight, foresight, hindsight. These all come from the main linguistic stem. They all stem from the same origin. So to stem from, to come from, to be the cause of. So the dampness in that wall stems from a leak in the roof, comes from. Okay, to stem from, to be the origin of this. The problem stems from lack of investment in education. Okay, notice this meaning of stem originates from Dutch or German steven, talking about a stem. But we also have a verb to stem, to stop or restrict a flow, to staunch, if you like. It's a different meaning of staunch. So I want you to put pressure on the cut to stem the bleeding, to staunch the bleeding, to restrict or stop the blood from coming out. The customs and excise are working hard to stem the flow of drugs into a company. So to restrain or to stop. We also have an idiom to stem the tide, to stop the spread or development of something. So we need to do something to stem the tide of apathy, which seems to be sweeping the organisation. The company is losing a lot of money, and we need to stem the tide. We need to stop the spread of this. We need to stem the tide of these new attitudes because they're not positive. Okay, so to slow the flow or movement of something. Now this word comes from Norse, stemma, which has the idea of stop or to delay. Then also with this word stem, we have an acronym. Science, technology, engineering and mathematics. So an acronym is a word that each letter represents something. So I think we should concentrate on teaching the children STEM subjects and forget about the arts. Science, technology, engineering and mathematics. So are you going to study STEM subjects or arts subjects? So there you go. To stem. So the stem of a flower, yeah, the stem, the stalk. The stem of a glass, yeah, the joining part. The stem of a word, the base of a word. and then to stem from, to come from, to originate from. This problem stems from lack of investment. And then to stop or restrict a flow. I need to stem the bleeding or the patient is going to die. And then an acronym for science, technology, engineering and mathematics, a branch of learning. Okay, so your next question, formality. The stem of a flower, this is neutral. The stem of a glass, neutral formality. In an informal conversation and in a formal document. You can use it anywhere. To stem the bleeding. This definitely, again, is a neutral word, maybe slightly formal, but ever so slightly. And this word you can still use in an informal conversation or a formal document. To stem the tide. This is an idiom. As an idiom, it's probably slightly less formal. I think you can definitely use stem the tide in an informal conversation. I think you could use it in a semi-formal document. But I think stem the tide in something very, very formal, it's maybe a little informal for that. To stop or delay the development of something, I would probably use in its stead. And then stem subjects. I guess this is neutral, and I guess you could use it informally without a problem. I think you could use it in a very, very formal document, but you might want to write out the full acronym. Okay? Notice as well, the verb to stem is a regular verb. He stemmed the bleeding. The flow is stemming from this place. It comes from. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Stem. Stem from. Stem subject.